Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Roy and Roy podcast. This is a
Hello.
father and son hour with Roy and Roy. The disclaimer is the same one. If you haven't heard it by now, then what are you doing?
Ooh, thank God.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of saying that shit too.
Yeah, me too.
But I guess I could put a disclaimer down in the description and just copy paste it.
No, on the description you have to put what we talk about.
Oh, I
that way
never
it'll
do, though.
hit. You should though.
On the description? Why? The description doesn't matter.
Like on the name where you say Father and Son Hour episode or podcast number, whatever.
No, you're talking about the tags.
Yeah, you need to put that
Yeah,
down
I
there.
do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. They're not in the title.
Yeah, but you should put like the title, Father and Son
Dad,
Hour
I'm
with
not
Roy
turning
and
that
Roy.
shit into clickbait. That's what that is, and that's bullshit.
No, clickbait is when you put stuff that sounds good, but you really don't talk about it. Like let's say for example, I say, "Oh, gold went up significantly. Gold went up hundreds of dollars, but it never really happened."
No,
and
that's
then
not
people,
exactly what clickbait is.
Well, that's not clickbait.
That's one type, but there's another
if on
more
the title,
subtle type.
But if on the title you put what we're talking about, that's not clickbait.
But I already put it in the tags, and people who search for those words in search bar,
What do you
those
mean in
videos.
the tags? What tags?
You know, tags at the very bottom. It says entertainment, funny, comedy, stuff like that. When people put those words.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like Steam had done.
So like
You
the
get up
last
to
video,
5? Do you get up to like 5?
you can put as many as you want.
Okay, on
But-
Steam you can only put up to 5.
You know, the last video I put in the tag
Yeah.
Trump, Russia,
Oh, okay,
Walmart, stuff like that, because that's what we were talking about.
But that's still not clickbait if you put that on
Yes,
there. If we
it is.
talk about it and we like actually spend time talking about it, that's not clickbait.
Yeah, but the title can only have so much in it.
So what? You should put stuff on there that we talk about. That way it'll be easier for people to see. Anyways,
Then I'll just put that in the description, like I said,
I'm freaking tired.
along with the
man.
disclaimer. Yeah, this might be a short one. It
This is
depends.
not a short one. We didn't do one last week.
I know we didn't.
We were
but-
so damn busy, but we're almost done with the inside of the edition.
Yeah.
Almost done.
We've been busy for the last few
Months.
months.
Yeah. it's
Actually,
been
we were
freaking
busy
bad.
when we started this shit anyways, but whatever.
Oh, shout out to my buddy,
Leroy.
Leroy.
Our neighbor.
Not
Leroy.
our neighbor Leroy.
No, okay.
Our
no.
buddy Leroy.
Oh, what buddy Leroy?
Our buddy Leroy that just got out of the hospital.
Oh, Leroy.
Yeah.
That Leroy.
Leroy B.
Leroy with an E.
Leroy B.
Leroy with one E.
Yeah, Leroy B.
Our neighbor is Leroy with two E's.
Yeah, this is Leroy B. Leroy B. He got hurt, ended up breaking his jaw and like his eye socket.
Yeah, it was
And
really
he just
bad.
got out of the hospital.
But
and
he's
thank
okay.
God he's gonna make a full recovery.
Yep.
He'll make a full recovery. I told him when he got hurt, I said the only good thing that came out of that is that now I'm better looking than he is. Because he wasn't looking too hot.
But Leroy B, if you're hearing this, if I don't know if does he listen?
Yeah.
He listens.
I-
I'm just gonna say that accident not on point.
That was not
it was
on
not
freaking point.
On point, Leroy.
That was bad.
That was not on point. That was the opposite of on point.
Stop freaking on pointing the shit, because then he's going to freaking turn his shit off.
I know, but
Yeah, but hey,
it's
hopefully
just one of
he'll
those
like this
things.
podcast and it'll make him laugh. Hey, are
Oh,
you going
wait,
to upload
no.
this tonight?
Maybe-
If you upload this tonight, I'll call him so he can listen to
We
it.
shouldn't let it. We shouldn't, because if he laughs, he'll get.
No, he can laugh a little bit. He just goes.
Yeah, but- Yeah, but what if he's like hearing something and it really makes him laugh? Whatever it is, we have.
He's on pain meds, dude. He's got a broken jaw. He is high as hell.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think anything is gonna hurt him, man.
No shit.
Oh.
Okay.
We actually have a lot to talk about this week, man.
Oh, okay. What's the
Well,
first
let's
thing?
talk about what everyone is talking about.
What's everyone talking
What's
about?
everyone talking about?
I have no idea.
Nowadays, what's everyone talking about this last week?
Oh, the fucking hurricanes.
The hurricanes.
Yeah, the hurricanes.
Can you name them all?
Oh yeah, there's 4. Okay, so there was Harvey, that was a bastard, and then his bitch sister Irma, she's got something coming to Florida. She does not like Florida for whatever reason. And then there's their Mexican cousins Katia and Jose.
Jose is first before Katia.
Oh, Jose's older.
Yeah, Jose comes third.
Oh, and then Katia.
Yeah, so anyways, having said that, man, I hope everyone who's going through that crap right now, I hope you guys all do all right. I hope you all had your preps, and if you didn't have your preps, I hope that some of your neighbors had some preps and is helping you out, because that is some bad stuff.
And if you're really truly fucked, just get out of the state. Just
Just
make
leave.
a new start somewhere. Even if you're older, like you don't want to be there. You do
And
not
don't
want to be there.
rebuild.
Do not rebuild. Just leave.
Just Go somewhere else if there's gonna be hurricanes over there. Don't. Hey, every time there's a tornado in Tornado Valley, where is it? Like in the middle of those states. Hey, you just lost your house. What are you gonna do? Oh, we're gonna rebuild.
Yeah. Nah. You can stay in whatever state you want.
Hey,
just
come
get
to
out of there
Alaska.
now.
Come to Alaska.
Don't come to Alaska. Don't tell people to come
There's
here.
no tornadoes
Don't
up
tell
here.
people to come here. I don't want people to get.
Yeah, but how many?
Get out of here.
Listen, if my freaking 16 viewers want to move to Alaska, they can come up to Alaska.
No, you can't. You're not allowed. Because those 16
I
will
think
turn
we have
into
over
32.
100 views now.
Who cares
Yeah.
how many views we have?
They will turn from 16 to 32 to
It's
64.
exponential.
Exponential. I was going to ask you, what is that? That's exponential growth.
Yep.
Just like bacteria. Yeah, it'll be just like bacteria, man.
Because humans are basically a virus.
Yeah, 16 will move up here, and then they'll start multiplying like bacteria because they'll be calling everyone they know, hey, you should come up here.
You know what is the difference between a virus and a human? A virus knows when to stop spreading.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it tells itself to stop
Well,
spreading.
human is like a virus.
Yeah, we are.
We are like a virus. Yeah. Or
I remember reading this
No,
paper.
we're more like a parasite.
No, this
because we suck the life out of the land, and then we keep multiplying.
I read a paper by this
life
guy who was going for his PhD. He wrote his thesis on he compared humans to an actual virus. It was for biology, and they spread the exact same way. And like I said, that's the only difference. The humans will keep spreading even though there's no more resources around to take care of them. But a virus can't. It'll stop itself.
Yep, it'll stop. Huh? Wow. So viruses, what you're saying, are smarter than humans.
Yeah.
Viruses are smarter than humans. Yeah. Incredible.
However, viruses don't have opposable thumbs, so fuck them. We're better.
Yep, I guess. And they don't have a big brain.
They don't have brains. They're not actually alive.
Yeah, viruses are not alive.
They
That's
are
why
not
you can't
considered
kill
human.
viruses with antibiotics.
No.
How do you kill viruses? You can't. You just got to let them take their course.
Heat or cold.
Yeah, that's why whenever you get really sick, you get a fever, right?
Because
why do
your
you get a
body is
fever?
trying to kill
Your
the virus.
body is killing the virus.
That's the only way it can kill it. And it's not really killing it, just get rid of it.
I'll tell you what, man. Whoever designed the human body did a good freaking job.
Yeah, whether it was evolution, God, or some cosmic
whatever
coincidence,
it was that
that
happened,
shit was
that was
on
awesome.
point. It was on point.
Also, another shout out to my brother Roy in DR.
Hey, we're really getting
He
good at
lost
these names.
47 plantain trees.
Oh, yeah, because of the storm.
But he didn't lose his mango trees or his limoncillo trees.
Oh, really?
He didn't lose.
What about
well,
the-
he didn't tell me he did, so I hope he didn't.
I hope he didn't. Those
He
things
told me he lost like
What about the
47.
cherry tree?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
No, because that was right next. That's right next to the house, so probably protected from
I
the
like
wind.
that one.
But he said they got.
Oh,
a
what about his
crap
dogs?
load.
They're okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, but he said they got a whole bunch of rain and stuff like that. They pretty much caught the tropical part of the storm.
Isn't that what usually happens? They'll just get the tropical
Well,
part,
you know what?
and then
The Dominican Republic's so lucky because usually they do get the tropical part, you know? But Puerto Rico is on the other side of the Dominican Republic, and they got hammered. Puerto Rico got hammered.
Really?
And you know what? They are freaking broke.
Yep, they are. So are
Puerto
we.
Rico is broke as hell.
We're broke too.
And, yeah, but we are broke, but we can print money.
Oh yeah.
Puerto Rico can't print money.
Is that why they want to be a state so bad? Because they keep on getting fucked over and no one will help them.
I don't know if I...
Wait a minute. Why do we want them? Like, why do we go there? Why do we care?
I don't know.
What do they have?
I know we had a couple military bases over there, but other than that, I don't know why.
I know, but they're literally right next to us. So
I know,
what
I don't
advantage?
know. I have no idea why we want them to be one of our...
I mean, I could understand if it was still back in the 60s because Cuba's there, but it's not. So.
You know why? I know why we want to be there. Because we're freaking everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We have over 800 bases in 60 countries over the world. So that's probably why. But yeah, I was telling this guy that I knew when I was in the military, he's Puerto Rican, and he was saying how Puerto Rico wants to become a state. And I'm like, why do you guys want to enslave yourselves just for a passport? And because that's why he's like, if we're a state, you know, they have an American passport now. Because Puerto Ricans can vote in American elections, but not in Puerto Rico.
They have to come here.
If they're here, they can vote, but they can't vote in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So, and I'm like, why don't you guys just declare your sovereignty and break off from the U.S.? He's like, well, we get a U.S. passport. I'm like, you guys are giving up your freaking freedoms and doing what someone else tells you to do for a passport. I'm like, that is freaking pathetic.
Yeah, but didn't you say they wanted it?
Yeah, that's what I mean, though.
Well, it's
That's what I mean.
probably
I
because
was
their
like,
country's fucking broke. They have nothing.
Oh,
They
yeah, they're
can't go
broke,
to
man.
anyone.
They
So
are
what are they going to
freaking-
do? They have to rely on someone.
Yep, they do.
So if
There
you're
you
going to
go.
rely on someone, why not rely on U.S.?
What is it that they say? That the borrower is slave to the lender? There you go.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
no.
The
The lender is slave to the borrower.
There you go.
I wish it was the other way
Yeah.
around. I'd be maxing out my credit cards like ka-ching. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, for everyone that's affected by the hurricane, I hope you guys come out of it all right. I already know that there's been a few deaths.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear about that huge earthquake in Mexico?
Mm-mm.
Off the coast of Mexico, there was a big earthquake. It was like 38 people got killed.
Damn.
Like a really big earthquake. I think it was like, let me look it up. It's like a 5 point something or a 6.8 or something like that.
Hey, now we got computer and internet technology here, so he can actually make sure his facts are right instead of bullshitting you people. And I'm going to make sure that he
I'm
does
doing
this
my
shit, too.
research, man.
Yeah, he's doing his research now during the damn fucking... Yeah. Then again, we are busy. We have been busy.
Oh, Mexico's strongest earthquake in a century. Oh, and this comes from a very reliable news source.
CNN?
CNN. The Communist News Network.
Okay.
Hey, how many different acronyms does CNN...
Clinton News Network.
Clinton News
Communist
Network.
News Network. That's the only two.
Cocksucker News Network.
Oh, wow. Don't say that, Dad.
I'm sorry.
That's offensive.
The Communist News... Oh, the Counterfeit News Network is one of them that I've heard.
Would that be offensive? Cocksucker? Is that offensive?
Yeah, that is. I
Is
think
it?
so. Well, not if you're talking about CNN.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's fake news.
Because I wouldn't really use that word, and like if I'm insulting someone, I wouldn't use that word. No.
Oh, anyways, well, this is pulling up. Yeah, the worst earthquake in over a century in Mexico. Maybe now. Oh, yep, it doesn't look very good for them. Yeah, anyways, a whole bunch of people dead. But here's something that's related to this hurricane deal. So check this out. In the Virgin Islands, this is what... It doesn't piss me off. It just saddens me. Virgin Islands allows National Guard to seize guns and ammo before the hurricane. So they went door to door, literally door to door.
Don't we control the Virgin Islands?
Yeah, they're one of our subsidiaries. Their National Guard went door to door, seizing private handguns and ammunition.
Why?
And now check this. Well, because they wanted the people to be safe. What do you mean? You
No.
have to ask why. You have to,
No, I meant, was there an actual reason, or they just did it?
no. So that for looters, they want to make sure that there's no one committing crimes.
You know, I could pick up a stick and kill you
No,
with
but
it, right?
but listen to this. Let me finish. So they're like, we don't want anyone committing crimes during this and stuff like that. So they went freaking door to door, seizing guns and ammunition. All right. So then I read this other article that says that in the Virgin Islands, after the hurricane, the people are being harassed by looters who have guns.
Well, yeah.
So the
those
people,
looters did not give up any guns.
Exactly. So the people that got their guns confiscated, now they're afraid of all these looters who are coming and taking their food.
Let me guess. Where's the military? What are they doing?
No,
now?
nothing. No,
Oh,
no
yeah,
one.
exactly.
And so now the people that freaking had guns that were law-abiding citizens, they don't have any freaking way to protect themselves or their families. Whatever little food there is, there's looters out that have guns because they're not going to turn in their freaking guns.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a good idea. Does Puerto Rico have any laws that are significantly different concerning anything like major than U.S.? Because if they become a state, they have to follow the Constitution. Have to.
I don't really know. I have no idea.
Oh, that's an interesting thought.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Okay.
But anyways, that's what happens when you give up your guns. The only people that give up their guns
Are dumb.
in the
Okay, that's not true.
you know, like for on the false premise of safety are law-abiding citizens. And now that they gave up their guns, now all the freaking looters, the criminals, now they're taking all their food and their water, and they're leaving them with nothing. So, you know, that's pretty freaking pathetic.
Here's what you do. If a country is trying to take your guns, or if some local police, government, National Guard, you hide some. Doesn't matter where. Just make sure they're hidden in your backyard, bury whatever you have to do. Because I guarantee you, getting caught with that gun and spending time in jail is going to be a lot better than being shot by someone else who has a gun because you gave yours up and dying and being dead. Yep. Or your family being dead, or terrible things happening to them.
We talked about this before, and every single atrocity in history. I mean, look at Mao in China, Mussolini, and Mussolini was
Stalin,
Italian, right?
Yeah, Italian. Stalin, Lenin,
Pol Pot. Who else? Obviously Hitler.
Yeah.
Every one of these occasions where democide occurred, the first thing look at Venezuela.
Genocide.
Democide. You don't know what democide is?
Is that where a government kills its people?
Yes.
Okay.
Democide is where people are killed by their own governments.
I've never heard that one before.
Do you know how many people in the last century have been killed by democide?
No, how many?
Over 260 million.
That's pretty good.
That's 200 million more.
That's a high number.
Listen, that's 200 million more than all the people, including civilians, that have been killed in wars in the last 100 years. More than 200 million more people have been killed by their own governments in the last century than all of the people that have died in wars in the last century. So think about that. And what's the first thing that each of those governments did?
Took away the guns.
They passed laws to take away their guns. It's the first thing they freaking did.
I just don't understand what these governments get by doing this.
I don't know either.
I really don't. Like, if you're a dictator, isn't the point of having power over someone to have power over someone? If there's no people there to have power over, then what's the point?
Ooh, man, I want to get me some night vision goggles.
Like, I can understand getting all their money and shit and making them poor, but just killing them because
Hey, do you want to go in on some night vision goggles?
Night vision, no.
Why not?
Because I don't want any.
We can bird watch at nighttime.
That would be retarded. I'm sorry, is that offensive
too? Why don't
you
want night vision goggles?
Why do you need them?
So you can bird watch at nighttime.
Why would I don't bird watch.
You can go hunt for rabbits at nighttime.
Why would I hunt for rabbits?
To protect.
Dad, just tell the people why you really want night vision
goggles. Because night vision goggles is a force multiplier. Think about this. Let's say you have 3 or 4 people, right?
Dad, stop right now. Stop right now.
Oh.
The reason he wants night vision goggles, guys and gals, the reason he wants night vision goggles is because in his head, if some armed bandits in the numbering dozens of people were to attack our house during a zombie apocalypse, he would be able to see them coming at nighttime.
Yeah, it's a force multiplier.
He'd be able to jump out of his bed in his underwear, get a shotgun, put his night vision goggles on, run outside, be like, you can't have my stuff.
It's a force multiplier. So check this out. Let's say you have 5 or 6 people at nighttime.
You're really going on. Okay,
listen,
go on.
Let me finish. Let's say you have like 5 or 6 people at nighttime, all right, and they each have a gun or a rifle, whatever. They're armed, right? And you only have a 45 or a pistol.
And you're naked.
And you're naked. And your night vision goggle.
Your night vision goggles.
Who do you think's going to win that fight? The person with the night vision goggle.
The naked man with a 45, 7 bullets, and night vision goggles up against 6 people with various arms.
Yep, night vision goggles.
Brought it out in the middle of the night.
They'll never see me coming, man.
With a hangover, probably still drunk.
They'll never see me. Survivors of Irma beg for aid and face armed looters as they brace for Jose. Hey, way to go! Way to give up your freaking guns!
Hey, come on,
That's enough.
Dad.
I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Because it upsets me.
Does it?
Yep, it does.
Yeah, I can tell.
So let's see.
No, I don't want any night vision goggles.
Mexico's strongest earthquake in a century leaves dozens dead.
Hey, turn that off.
Bad. Oh, okay. Wow, look at that. They're showing the earthquake. Man. Hey, I saw a picture. Did you see that picture of Hurricane Harvey? It was a video.
Lots of pictures.
It was like a video. It was like a little over a minute long. And it was during like the height of the hurricane.
Oh, where all the shit's flying over.
No, it was 185-mile winds. And it actually showed holy crap. That was, just watching it was scary. I was like, crazy. Oh my gosh. That is terrible, man. Oh, guess what? I am now officially a cryptocurrency trader. I've made my first cryptocurrency trades, and I'm going to be a millionaire. I am. I'm going to be a millionaire.
He keeps on saying this.
I'm going to be a millionaire trading cryptocurrencies. I'm going to take $500 and turn it into $500,000. You hear about that guy? I forgot his name. But
Look it up. You got the internet.
I'm not gonna look it up.
See,
it takes too
even
many
this.
tips.
No, you're gonna fact check all your shit from now
Okay.
on. You got the damn internet. Don't act like it'll take so much time to type in a few fucking keys and look up your information. I'm not gonna sit here and falsify or give these people anything to doubt. This show is supposed to be for the people. For the people. Nah, never mind. Preach.
Go ahead and do a little preaching.
I gotta be in the mind state for it. I can't really just pick and choose where it goes.
Oh, he spent $5,000 and turned it into $400,000.
It means I need to be stoned.
On cryptos. $5,000 turned it into over $400,000 on cryptos.
That's pretty good.
Everybody says it's in a bubble. It's in a bubble. I don't care.
I just want it now.
As long as I'm making money, I could give a crap. Plus, it's not in a bubble. But anyways, who gives a shit? As long as you're making money, who cares? Eventually, the money's going to be worthless anyway, so you need to buy silver and gold.
Oh, stop.
That's not financial
talking for a
advice.
minute.
What?
Okay, you're good. It had to
It's
recalibrate. I don't know why.
Oh,
It,
I was
like,
going to
desynced
say, this, don't
for
tell me
me.
it's not
No, it's recording. It's
Look at this
desynced.
one guy. He turned $300 into $50,000 in 1 year.
It's pretty good.
I'm telling you, man, that's the thing right now. If there's something you can make money, make money. And I'm too lazy to get a second job, so I might as well trade a little crypto. I haven't really made that much money on it. I think I've made like 500%.
Hey, want a code sign for a $10,000 loan? I'll get into this and just do it full time.
You're freaking crazy.
No, I can do it.
Then do it.
Oh, I need a cosign.
Yeah, your cosigner's your credit card.
That's true.
You got a cosigner. You don't need $10,000, man. All you need is $500, $600. You go buy some of these free. And the thing is they don't have to go up by a lot. All you have to do is you got to watch it every single day, 2 or 3 times a day. And I do that 2 or 3 times a day because I get 2 or 3 breaks a day at work, so I just check it.
Well, actually, if you want to make the most profit on it, you would have to calculate how often the refresh rate is because these cryptos are going up and down constantly every couple seconds. And you have to figure out how long transactions take. So if you can time it correctly, you could probably do...
No, you can. Because like on Bittrex or Bitfinex, the transactions they literally take less than 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Like when you push the button within 30 seconds, depending on what your bid is for selling or buying. So like if you're going to buy something, you can either buy it and put in a bid, which means that you're going to tell the computer, hey, I want to sell this, but at this price. Or sorry, I want to buy this, but at this price. And more likely, the price is going to be a little lower than what's being asked. Because you have 2 sides of the screen. You have one that shows everything that's being bought, and then you have another side of the screen that shows what they're asking for how many.
It's just basic stock market screen, yeah.
Exactly. And so you look at the side. Let's say you're buying a EOS, right? And let's say they're selling it for, somebody's asking 75 cents a coin. You can buy it right away for that amount. But you can tell the computer, no, I want to buy it when you find people that are selling it for 74 cents. Right? So it depends on how fast. That's what depends on how fast you can buy them. But let's say you buy $1,000 worth of EOS, right? Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can sell it in 2 hours and make $30 because it went up 3 cents. Sell it and make $30. But the thing is you have to know what's going on a little bit, because if it made $30, if it made 3 cents, which is a little more than 3%, if it's less than $1 in a few hours, it might go up another 3 cents. Mm-hmm. So you might double it. So depending, but you can trade it back and forth as much as you want. And even if you only made $10 or $20 on this trade, you made money. The point is that you made money, but you would have to put, and then you can put it into something else. You know, if you study the charts, you can see what correlates. You know, what correlates as far as an inverse goes. Yeah. So this one goes up, usually this one goes down a little bit. Or you can put it into your safety account like Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin. You can put it into one of those accounts which are a little bit safer.
Like I said, it just takes time to learn it and do it.
But and then you got to do it. And if you have 5 or 6 going at the same time, or 7 or 8, or you might get a good tip. Hey, this is a good coin again. So I've got a few. I've got Omisego, which is OMG, which is supposed to be a very good one for the long term, though.
And it's called Bitrex?
Yeah, Bittrex or Bitfinex. I like Bitfinex better than Bittrex. I have an account with both of them. One of them is Bitfinex, Bitfenex.
Fenex.
Yes, Bitfinex. And then the other one is Bittrex with 2 T's. But anyways,
And you can buy with your credit card.
no, all you gotta do is just you have your own wallet. Once you open an account, they give you a wallet for whatever crypto you want.
Oh, okay.
And then you take your wallet, you open your wallet, it gives you the address, you scan it, and you send either Bitcoin or Litecoin or whatever it is that you have. Like today, I sent some Ethereum over to my Bitfinex,
I only have Bitcoin and Litecoin.
and
didn't
I
buy
bought
anything
I bought some IOTA, and I bought some EOS. EOS is going to be good too, from what I understand. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm officially a cryptocurrency trader, and for those people that say it's in a bubble, okay, keep saying that. Blockchain is here to stay.
And then when it pops, I'm gonna bring him back to this podcast and be like, "See that? See that?"
Hey, you know what? If it pops, it pops. And I lost a couple $1,000. Not even that. I don't even have a couple $1,000 invested in that crap. But right now, I've made almost, I think, at least 500% off of what I've invested, which is good.
I remember this too. I remember when this is just my personal story, but I remember when the 2008 housing market collapsed. Ford stock was incredibly low, and I remember my father.
It was like $7 or something.
Yeah, I watched him. He bought like $1,000 worth of it at $7 and some odd cents, and then he sold it like 2 years later for $15.
Yeah, look
And
at that though.
I remember telling him, I'm like, why did you sell it? And he said, well, because I just needed to use the money for something. And I told him, you should have waited. I remember telling him, you should have waited. And then like a month later, it shot up to like 20-something dollars. And I look at him. And I was only like 10, 11 years old at the time. I'm like, told you.
Yeah, but
it was great.
Look at the contrast between stocks and the crypto market.
That's true. That is true.
It took me 2 years to make 100%. I've been in cryptocurrencies since what? Was it like March? We started buying some?
Yeah.
March, April?
Something like that.
Been in cryptocurrencies for less than 6 months. And I've already made 500%.
Yeah, but don't you see why people might not agree with this? Look at what it looks like.
Like what looks like?
It looks like a get-rich-quick scheme that might collapse any
Well,
moment.
no. Some of the coins, they're Ponzi schemes.
Yeah.
But you know what's the beautiful thing about it? It's a free market. If your dumbass is dumb enough to buy a freaking coin, there's a coin out there that's called fuck you. And so whoever came up with it is like, yeah, so I can send a fuck you to anyone I want.
That's hilarious.
It's a stupid ass coin. It has no backing. It has no reason. It has no purpose.
I would buy that though, just to send someone a coin.
I know, but you will lose your money.
That's hilarious though.
So yeah, exactly.
That should be a service.
Beautiful. That's hilarious. So if it has worth to you because you think it's hilarious, beautiful, buy it. But those kinds of coins will not survive because they have no functionality. There's nothing behind them. They don't have smart contracts. You know, they're not used for as currency. They're not used for anything except because it was funny. Those coins are going to fail. But there are coins out there, or altcoins, that actually have something that consumers will really want in the future or really want now. Like smart contracts, like Veritasium, like Ethereum.
Let me stop.
Go ahead.
Here's what the common man doesn't give a shit about. Everything you just said. They care about, hey, this is $1. You can use this to buy something with.
That's great.
Bitcoin and everything like that isn't like that right now.
Yeah,
maybe in 10,
what?
20 years it'll
exactly.
be as
but you
common
know
as then.
You know what's the key word that you used in your phrase and what you just said? You know what the key word is?
No.
Common man. Is that what you want to be? Because the common man out there is fucking struggling, trying to stay on the first rung of the ladder.
Yeah, but I thought we were trying to explain this to people and why we should.
Well, yeah, exactly. So there you go.
Well, that's why that
and that's why you don't want to
thinks.
And that's why you don't want to be a common person. You want to be an innovator. I'm not an innovator, but
yeah, we're just jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm just yep, exactly. That's what I'm doing.
I might be trying to play devil's advocate. I pretty much agree with everything you just said.
Because I mean, you're right. I'm jumping on the bandwagon. You know why? Because I see that there's a future for it. I see that there's a future.
There's definitely a future.
Am I jumping on the fuck you coin? Hell no. Why? Because that's throwing your money away. But am I jumping on Bitcoin? Yes. Am I jumping on Ethereum? Yes. Am I jumping on EOS? Hell yes. Am I jumping on OMG? Absolutely. Those are coins that are going to have a future. They're going to have longevity, and to get them at the price that they are now, great. Everyone.
Here's my take on it in layman's terms. For all you simple folk out there like me, we don't really give a shit about the technical aspects of it, which are really interesting if you actually think about it. When I was young, I played a lot of video games. And in most of the video games that had a future humanity, they used little chips that they plugged in to pay for their shit. They didn't use dollars, cents. They didn't have any of that. And so, when you think of the future, you think of everything online and digitized. Why not money?
Yep, you have to wake up sooner or later. It's like in 96, 97 when the internet came out. Mm-hmm. I knew nothing about it. Yep. But, actually, around 96, 97, whatever it was.
That was when it became most common.
But what I remembered most is when people started paying their bills on the internet. I was like, the hell? I remember telling your mom this. The hell with that. I will never freaking pay my damn bill on the
everyone pays. Ever. That's the only way.
And now I had to pay this guy yesterday. I needed to pay the guy that came and did the stump grinding. Mm-hmm. I had to pay him, and he's like, "Hey man, would it be easier if you can just send me a check?" I'm like, "Dude, I haven't written a check in I don't know how long." Now I would hate to have a checkbook to have to manage. Everything I want to pay is off the internet because it is that much easier. Mm-hmm. So you have to evolve with the times. If you get left behind, it's your own fault because we all have the resources that we need in order to stay up with the times.
We have to adapt.
And then when people say, "Well, what about if you're poor or whatever?" Man, I don't want to hear that shit. First of all, the poorest of the poor in this country have a higher standard of living than more than half of the world. And I haven't seen any poor people without a cell phone. Even these guys out there that are begging for money in the streets have a cell phone.
Yeah, I see them smoking, have a cell phone.
Exactly. So it's up to you whether you want to do something to better your life, and what's going to better your life. Yeah, I'm not that freaking shallow. It's not all about money, but I guarantee you that money betters your life. The more money you have, the better your life is.
They say it doesn't make you happy, but it will make
you a lot more comfortable. Hell yeah, it will. It'll keep your house warm.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, it'll keep shoes in your kids' feet. It'll keep food in their belly. Yeah, it takes money to do that stuff.
They said that every man has the right to the pursuit of happiness, not that you'll be it. So just do what you got to do to live. Not be happy necessarily. Some people in those situations.
That's right. And for all you liberals, what he just said, everyone has the right to the pursuit of happiness. It doesn't mean that you have the right
to be happy.
To take my shit so you can be fucking happy.
That's not what I meant.
You don't have the right to vote people in to government.
Stop it.
So they can write laws to take my money so that you can be happy.
Hey, this is not Roy's rant.
But I do want to say thank you very much to the taxpayers out there because I am a beneficiary of funds that come from taxpayers, but I paid the price to get that. So anyone who's hating, screw you. What do you have, son?
We're super hypocritical, by the way. Super hypocritical. We're hypocrisers.
Wouldn't that be awesome if we sat here and we just freaking dogged all this? we're getting welfare. We're at Section 8.
We're not, by the way. None of us are. But
oh, it'd be like the black racist,
the black
with
white
Chappelle.
supremacist,
Chappelle.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh shit. Hey, I want to get a snowplow, dude. I can get a snowplow on the Suburban for like.
Did you just call me dude?
Yeah, for like $1,500.
My father called me dude.
You know that? I think I might do that. Like $1,500, I can get a snowplow on the Suburban.
Really?
Yeah, and they're usually like $4,000. But this is like a lightweight snowplow. It's not made for like a business. It's just enough to do a road. Yeah. But I was like $1,500, man. Well, that doesn't include the labor that it would cost for them because they have to put like a hitch in the, like how you have a hitch in the back of your truck? They have to put one in the front and the snowplow hooks up to that. But it's pretty cool, man. I'm going to look into it and see if I can get one. But yeah, my boss is gonna come from leave. My boss has been on leave for like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna come back on Monday, and the first thing he's gonna see is me asking him for like a whole bunch of leave. Because like I want to take next Thursday and Friday off. Then I want to take the 20th of September off because I have somebody coming in to service the heater. And then I want to take like the first week of October off. And then I already want to take a day off for Thanksgiving and the day off for little Miss Roy. I want to take a day off for her
Damn it,
birthday.
Dad. Did you say her name?
I said half of it. I said like half of it.
Yeah. No, at least I know where it is.
But you know where it is?
Yeah.
Anyways. But I want to take like a day off for little Miss Roy's birthday. And then I want to take a day off for Christmas. And then after I take all that time off, by the end of this year, I'll still have like over a week of leave left. Oh, I gotta love it. You gotta love government work, man. I'm such a hypocrite.
Fuck the government.
I hate paying
I get
taxes.
so many days
Oh,
off.
hey, man, I'm gonna work on another poem for next week. Do you want me to read my poem again?
No, don't read your poem again.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey, I got a 10 out of 10 for that poem.
I don't give a
From one
shit
of my
what you got a
viewers.
10 out of 10 for.
One of my viewers was like, hey, man, I give you a 10 out of 10 for that
That
poem.
didn't even rhyme.
It is. A poem doesn't have to rhyme.
It wasn't even in stanzas.
Do you listen to that crap you listen to of those guys freaking freestyling? Does their shit rhyme?
Some of them, yeah, it does.
No, my ass, it doesn't
Yes, it
rhyme. It
rhymes.
sounds stupid as
It
hell.
rhymes though.
Yeah, I'm gonna work
And
on
that's
another one.
completely different.
Hey, what subject do you want me to work on for next week? Do you want me to work on? I can't do fuck the government every week.
EPA. Do one on the EPA.
On the EPA? Okay, that sounds good.
EPA.
That sounds good. You know the EPA is coming to Alaska to
I don't care what they're coming.
No,
to
listen, they're coming to Alaska to for the air condition to see if they want to put any more regulations on wood stoves. I'm like, dude, you guys live 4,500 miles from here. Leave us the hell alone. There's like 700,000 people that live in this state, and this is is this the biggest state in the country?
Do they even have the money for it anymore?
I don't know.
After Trump
But
fucked
isn't
them
this
over?
isn't this the biggest state in the country, Alaska, right?
Yeah.
The biggest state in the country with the lowest population. We're not going to ruin it.
Yeah.
We're not going to ruin it. Leave it the hell alone. Leave us alone. Stay the hell away from here. Incredible, man. Hey, man, I'm going to buy some night vision goggles. I'm serious.
Jesus.
They're so expensive,
Yeah,
though,
the
man.
stupid fucking
Are you
night
sure you don't
vision
want to go in half sleeves?
I don't want any night vision goggles. If I really want some night vision goggles, I'll buy some damn night vision goggles.
Well, hey, why don't you just buy these cheap ones right here?
No!
Look at
I
that.
could probably get an app on my phone with night vision on it.
Look at this, man. This is the NSA right here. I was talking about night vision goggles. This wasn't up.
Were you looking them up earlier?
No, this wasn't up. I was not looking up any night vision goggles in this computer. This was not up.
That's awesome.
Okay?
Yeah,
and
that's
those
so
are not
cool.
the ones I want. But those
so
are pretty
cool.
nice. See?
That's
Look at
pretty
that,
cool.
man.
That's pretty cool.
We're slaves.
Yo,
But
if
I'm probably gonna buy
you might
these,
not
though.
have just seen this, but this shit was ridiculous. he didn't type in nothing for night vision. I don't know if I believe
what
him
was
or not.
that? No, look. I was on the Drudge Report. Look, check this out. Look. This is the Drudge Report. And the ad popped up. See, look. This is the Drudge Report.
Yeah, that's
the Drudge
crazy.
Report.
Yo, he wasn't even.
And
He
the
didn't
ad
type
popped
in
up.
no binoculars or nothing. He's on the. Yeah, I'm looking at this shit. That's crazy. He was just talking, and a fucking ad for night vision goggles popped up.
Yep.
That's not a coincidence. That's way too crazy to be a coincidence. That's not cool.
That
hey,
is
NSA.
awesome.
Fuck you, NSA.
Well, it's not
That's
probably not
crazy.
NSA. It's Google because they're the ones that listen
Google.
to you.
Google, you shouldn't be doing that shit either. All right.
That's your Fourth Amendment right there,
I be
man.
talking about shit I don't want other people listening to.
Yeah,
with
but
my
you know what?
computer
I'm
in
kind
front
of glad they did that because these are really nice.
Are they?
It's $100 off.
No,
That's
you're
a
gonna
good
break
deal.
the speaker. It's already on red for like an entire minute. Oh man, you're gonna kill people's
Wow,
headphones.
man, you can. These things will work well up to 980 feet.
I don't believe that at all.
Wow, we for
$400? Nah.
I want the nice.
No, I
ones.
want the $1,500.
No,
if
they're
I'm
not
gonna get in.
$1,500. Those are Gen 2s.
I want the best ones you
The
can
Gen
get
4.
for
Well,
civilians.
the best ones you can get is like $8,000. But
Is that civilian?
Yep. No, they're military grade. You can buy military grade night vision goggles.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The
I love
Gen
America.
the ones that I used to use, they sell them. I didn't see them on this site. I saw them on like on a different site, like survivalsomething.com. I forgot the name of it, but the ones that I used to use, the Gen 3s, NSVP or NVP, whatever, I don't know, Gen 3, the monoculars. Because the monoculars are nice because you can actually put them on your rifle.
Oh.
You can mount them on your rifle, or you can freestyle them, or they sell a thing that you can put them on, or if you have a helmet, you can put them on your helmet.
Still have your helmet?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. But those are like $2,300. But you know what's nice about those?
That's not bad.
They take double A's. Yes.
Fucking military equipment takes double A's.
Yeah, the ones that I used to use
That's
took double
crazy.
A's. The ones that I used to use when I first joined the military didn't take double A's. They took the little 3-volt batteries. But towards the end of my career, the ones that I went to the monocular ones, and those take double A's.
Well, I guess it doesn't really take a lot to power night vision goggles, because most of the thing doing its work is all in the glass anyway.
But man, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put this on my wish basket. On my wish list. Just a second.
And then when you win the lottery, hit click again?
Yeah. I'm going to put that on my wish list for sure. That's nice. Those are actually really nice, man. I bought some Mountain House mac and cheese. I bought 6 cans of it. They should be here tonight or tomorrow or Monday. Have you ever had the Mountain House mac and cheese?
Yeah.
They're good, aren't they? Have you ever eaten them dry?
I prefer their ice cream.
Yeah, but have you ever eaten them dry?
I have not.
Oh my god, they're so good. I think they're better dry without you adding water to them than if you add water to them and eat them.
So it's like a ramen noodle packet.
No, it's just mac and cheese. It's freeze dried.
No, I know that, but like how I eat ramen noodles sometimes without.
But these are good. You know what they taste like? They taste like Cheetos, but like a lot
cheesier.
Yeah. Oh, they're so good. They're really, really good.
No, I put water in it.
So I bought 6 cans of that stuff, man, because those are delicious. And plus, during the zombie apocalypse, your sister, Little Miss Roy, she loves mac and cheese, and it'll make her happy, and she won't turn into a little monster. When we start running out of food, I'll be like, "Here's some mac and cheese."
We're all gonna be so skinny. You're gonna be super skinny.
No, I'll probably during the apocalypse.
I'll
probably be the only one that's still fat after the apocalypse is over. Like 5 years have gone by, and they're like, "How are you so fat?"
Like, don't worry about it. No, you need to lose some weight because if you go into town, you're still fat. They know you have food. You're gonna have to go into town.
No, I'll put on real baggy clothes and real baggy. Dirty.
Sometimes that can't hide that, Dad. I don't think any baggy
I'll grow a big beard. I'll grow a huge beard with the long hair, like comes up to your ear.
It's not gonna hide that. If you can see what I'm seeing right now, like just 300 pounds of a
I'm not 300 pounds.
I know.
Holy crap.
350 pounds of just a globulous mass. And get this. He looks like a normal human from the front. It's until he turns. It's all in his gut. It really is. It's like a keg.
Oh, but my butt too. I have a big butt.
Off.
I also have a big butt.
Yeah, he does have huge tree trunk like thighs.
Yeah, I have big thighs. Yeah,
and most of that's muscle. I mean, there's a lot of fat there too.
No, you know what? I don't care. That's all right. I don't care anymore, man.
No, I'm just describing. No, let me finish.
I am going to be happy.
Imagine like a pregnant woman,
right now.
a pregnant woman, like the entire pregnant woman in his stomach, like not just the belly. Like you ball up a pregnant woman and put him in the stomach, put her in the stomach. That's what my father's fat roll looks like.
Hey, you want to talk about something else that we want to buy? See if it'll pop up.
Oh yeah, sure.
What else? Just
an Xbox. Xbox One.
Okay.
An Xbox One.
We want to get an Xbox One. How long have we been on though?
I already have one. That's just an example.
We don't want to wait that long to see if it'll pop up.
Yes, we've been on 43 minutes.
Already? Oh, that's not too bad. So, yeah, I don't know what else. Oh, that damn fish is never going to die. Ever.
Probably not.
Ever. The other morning, I thought it was dead. I'm serious. I thought it was dead. I started taking the water out. That's why the water looks cleaner.
Yeah.
I started taking the water out because I was going to scoop him up and throw him away because I could have sworn it was dead because it didn't move for like an hour. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, and I'm like knocking on the side, trying to make it. I threw a pellet in there. It landed on his head. It didn't move. Nothing. So I'm taking water out. when the water gets to like 2 inches from the bottom, the son of a bitch starts swimming around. I'm like, freaking bastard.
Man, that fish has
Holy
been alive
crap,
forever.
man.
Holy shit. How long have we had him?
I don't know.
2-3 years now?
No, like a year.
No, I thought
Remember
we
we
got
got-
him as soon as we moved.
No,
here.
yeah, we've only been living here not even a
No,
year.
not here. The
No,
base.
no,
I thought
no.
we got him at the...
No, we got him from our neighbor on base when they moved out.
Oh, okay. I thought we bought it.
So, and we only lived on base for like
A year. A little over a year.
about a year,
In 3 months or so?
something like that. Yeah, for like a
From
year.
July to October
Yeah, for like
next
a year and 3 months, roughly. So we haven't had him too long. We've had him maybe a year and a half, maybe.
Okay.
But still.
Next topic? Anything else?
I don't know,
Did
man.
they
That's
find
about
my
it.
Xbox there yet?
Oh no, you got to give it time.
Okay.
I was looking up at all our previous recessions and depressions, and almost, more than half of our previous recessions and depressions were either followed by or they were right before wars.
Well, yeah.
So like 1921 was right after World War One. 1933 was right before World War Two, because the depression lasted like 11 years. So 33 to 44. We got into World War Two and 44. And then one of our major recessions was in 1971 or something like that. Oh no, that's when we left the Bretton Woods.
Isn't that when Vietnam
that
was finally cooking
Vietnam.
down?
That was around
going
Vietnam.
down?
Yeah, that was around Vietnam. And then after that, it was in the 80s. And during the 80s, I think we were down South America, blowing shit up over there, down there somewhere. I forgot where, but almost every single one has been during. So now, because I think we're in a recession. When you calculate inflation and then you subtract it from the GDP, the gross domestic product, that's what you're really worth. So like the first half of this year, I think that our gross domestic product was
Computer, not think. I don't think. You don't think.
No, but I'm not going to look that up because I'm very close. I think one of them was like 0.7 for the first quarter %, and then the second quarter it was like 3.2. So we're under 3% right now, effectively, so far this year. And you can't tell me that inflation is less than 3%. So, for example, let's say our gross domestic product was 3%, which is shitty anyways. Let's say it was 3%, but let's say inflation was 5%. We're really negative 2% because inflation cancels that out. So if you have a negative gross domestic product for, I believe it's for 3 quarters in a row, either 2 or 3 quarters in a row, you're in a recession.
Okay.
So, but I think we've been in a recession a long time. They're just giving us bad numbers. So. Yeah, so man, what the hell was I gonna say?
Giving you bad numbers?
Yeah.
Who was giving you bad numbers?
The government, they put it out. So check this out. The entire time that Obama was in office, they told us that the gross domestic product was this and this and this and this and this. Beautiful. It was this. And then about a few months after he left office, you know what's the name? The government budget. I forgot the name of the budget office. GAO? Government Accountability Office. GAO.
Okay.
They put out a revision of the gross domestic product for the last 10 years. And for every year it was revised down. So it means that every year that they gave us a number, it was a wrong number. It was a higher number than what it really was. All right, so yeah, I think they're
That's
just giving,
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That kind of like a backup fact.
So they're like giving us bad numbers. So
Factual
you
back.
can't really trust their numbers at all. So, it's just like in 71 when we got off the gold standard. Why did we get off the gold standard? Why? Because France called us out. They said, hey, you guys are printing a lot of freaking money. Do you have the gold to back it up?
Nah.
Well, give me my gold. And then as soon as France said, give me my gold, Nixon came out and said, we're no longer going to be trading gold for dollars. So you're just going to have to take our word that our dollar's worth, what you think is, whatever you
At
say
that
it's
time, why didn't every country in the world be like, what the hell is going on? You want us to just put our faith in you?
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, we were kind of kicking ass, so...
Hey, that's okay, man, because you know what? The ducks are coming home to roost. I don't wish anything bad for this country. I don't. Because it's not our country that's bad. It's the government. It's not our country. But
how does everyone else look at our country?
check this out. China You know what they just did? Oh, I never talked to you about this, did I?
I don't know.
China is when is it? Man, I said it in October. I think it's in October, or it might be January. But China is creating a gold-backed petro yuan. And what can we do about it? There's nothing we can do about it.
That's hilarious.
So what that means is this. What that means is that they are going to honor the purchase of petro with a gold-backed yuan, which is the same thing as saying that they are gold backing their yuan for anything else. Because if, let's say, for example, Saudi Arabia sells them petrol, oil, all right? They're going to give them a yuan. Let's say they give them $1 billion in yuan. That yuan is backed by gold. And they are making the gold available. So if Saudi Arabia sells them $1 billion worth of oil, let's say, and they get 1 billion yuans, they can actually take the yuans and get gold for it. Physical gold. That is the end of the petrodollar.
Damn it, so why don't we just do all big transactions in gold then?
Because it's honest money. Governments hate honest money. You really think that governments want you to tell them how much they can spend? They say that we can tell them what they can spend by allowing our voice to be the Congress, but there is no such thing as a Congress.
Okay. Never mind, I don't know if this makes sense. I'm going to say it anyway, but I don't think it makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense. I'm going to say it anyway.
Just say it.
Why haven't the people in whatever country just stopped listening to their government?
Have you ever heard of Stockholm Syndrome?
Yeah.
That's why.
But you can't tell me that no one in any country is like, man, even though I hate this country or this government, I'm just going to keep, or not listen to them, but just... I
haven't answered your question. I have an answer to that. Why? Because the government... Look at the Bundys. Remember the Bundys in Nevada?
The Bundys?
Yeah, the Bundys in Nevada. The land grab that the BLM went down there and a whole bunch of people from all over the country. The BLM went down there to try to grab their land. Right?
BLM?
Yeah, Bureau of Land Management. You never heard about the Bundys when that was going on?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Obviously, or else I wouldn't be asking.
Man, I'm not going to get into all of it because it would take a while. But check this out. In Nevada, Harry Reid, all right, wanted to take a piece of land in Nevada so that the Chinese can build huge solar farms in it. Okay. All right? Okay. There was a problem, though. The Bundys, who have a ranch next to state land in Nevada, was using that land that they had the right to use because they were grandfathered into a clause that said that they could use that land for their cows to graze.
Okay.
Well, obviously Harry Reid is a congressman, right?
Okay.
He wanted to make his little paycheck by selling out America, all right? And decided to tell them, no, you can't use that land anymore. You have to pay us this money in order for you to use the land. Well, the deal wasn't between the federal government and the Bundys. The deal was between the state of Nevada and the Bundys. Mm-hmm. Well, the state refused to take the money. And the federal government said, you need to pay us the money. He's like, no, I don't owe you the money. I will pay the state of Nevada the money that I owe them. And he was more than willing to pay them the money for grazing on the land. Okay. It was like a lifetime lease, right, for grazing on the land.
I've heard of those.
All right. So the BLM, the Bureau of Land Management, went out there to kick him out. Well, as soon as people heard about that, a whole bunch of like militia and freedom fighters and all that.
Is that what that was about? I've heard about the militia coming down there, but I didn't know what it was about.
Yep, and they had a standoff between the BLM and the Bundys and whoever went down there. I don't want to call them militia because that makes it sound like, they went down there in uniforms and stuff. No, it was regular people, but they just took their guns.
All right.
They did. They took their guns and they had a standoff with the BLM, and the BLM finally backed away and they left. And now, what the hell were we talking about? Okay, and now there's like 2 or 3 people or 4 people from that group in the Bundys. They've been going to court for the last 2 or 3 years, fighting for their freedom because they want to put them in jail. There's this one guy who's been, the jury has been deadlocked twice, And now they're going to try him a third time. Now they're going to spend taxpayer money to try him a third time because they want to make this guy's life hell. And that's what it is. They're using him as an example. They're telling the average person, look, this is what we're going to do to you if you don't freaking do what we want. That's why people don't stand up to the government as a one. It takes a whole. Well, not a whole. Actually, it only takes about 10%. About 10% of the people would freaking stand up and say no. Then it would make a difference. But the government makes examples of these people. What's the first thing that a dictator does? He kills his opponents. Why? Because it tells other opponents, this is what's going to happen to you if you try to oppose me. So,
So you just need someone who doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. You know what a man's greatest weakness is, though? What's a man's greatest weakness?
Yeah, didn't we talk about this shit?
Yeah, but not on past.
Yeah, but why bring it back? It's his family. It's his
exactly,
heart.
And that's the problem. That's
and then
where
I'll say what I said. Sun Tzu said that the quickest way to kill a warrior is not through his mind or body; it's through his heart.
There you go. You see, so that's why that's why people don't just say, "Oh, screw off." I mean, we've been conditioned since we were kids. Everyone has been conditioned. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, to the flag, whatever. I pledge allegiance
to the United States of America.
Yeah. And it's not even the United States of America. It's these United States of America. It's a big difference between those. You see how they changed the words around? Because they changed those words around, it conditions you to think of it a different way.
Who made the Pledge of Allegiance?
I don't know.
Because I honestly don't think it was the government, and I think that they just didn't know what that word meant when they made it. So, but then again, I don't know who made it. So, because a lot of people get the and the wrong because it used to be the same word hundreds of years ago.
It's supposed to be these, not the and the. It's these. These United States. What that word does is it says that each state is its own sovereign state. These United States. The United States of America says that it's a whole governed by one central party or by one centralized government. These United States says that they are all separate in their sovereignty.
Connected by a government.
Yes. See? Not governed by a government.
Connected by.
Yeah, they're
the central government.
They're all sovereign, all right? Man who wrote the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, it was a man? I thought it was a woman. No, she made the flag, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ross, right?
I don't remember. That's it, man.
That's it? You're done?
Yeah, I don't have anything else. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to rant about.
Oh, nothing. I mean, just hearing you rant is good enough for this episode. It's not like we're on a news channel or anything.
Yeah, Miss Roy and Little Miss Roy are going to be home this week, so...
Oh, God.
I'm going to have to clean the house I'm going to have to clean the hell out of this house. So I've been very busy. But look, hey, it looks pretty good. It'll probably take me about 2 or 3 hours to clean it from ceiling to floor. Make sure that when they get home, it's nice and clean.
All right, then. This has been another podcast by Roy and Roy that I have to edit yet again.
Only once.
Only once. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America. I'm sorry, I pledge allegiance. Is it?
I pledge allegiance
who made
to
it?
the flag.
Who made it?
I don't know, man.
Real quick, who
the
made
man who wrote the Pledge of Allegiance. The Pledge of Allegiance has been in the United States for... I pledge allegiance in the first changes. Francis Bellamy.
I'm sure we probably learned about him in history. I don't know.
I have no idea who that is.
Me neither. I've never heard of him. Like I said, I probably just forgot his name. I'm sure we learned it somewhere along the way. And if we didn't, whatever. It's not super important. Here I am. It's not super important that we know who wrote the Pledge of Allegiance.
I don't think it's that important.
What is it? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
of these United States of America.
These United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
That's the biggest lie ever told, for liberty and justice for all.
Really? I thought it was every man was created equal.
Every man is created equal.
Or Is that what it says? Created or born? Because not all men are born
Created.
equally. Created, yeah, that would be good, but not born. I thought it was born.
What do you mean born? What do you mean every man's not born equally? What do you mean? Like
No,
if somebody's
man.
born without a leg or something?
Well, yeah.
Is that what you mean, though?
Well, that and like social stature, yeah. Not all men are born equally, or women.
Listen, don't fall into that crap. All right, I have one thing to say about the social stature crap. It has nothing to do with what you can make of yourself. All right, so don't tell me that a person that was born in the ghetto without 2 pennies to rub together can't aspire to be as great or greater than a person that was born into a $1 billion family.
Not really what I meant. It was more like social, as in like different races and stuff.
So what? What does it matter what race you are to what you can
Like
become?
certain races in certain countries and stuff. Like if you're born there, your life is going to be.
I'm not talking about
hell.
other countries. I'm talking about this country.
Well, even here,
No.
your life is going to be a little bit more difficult depending on who you are or where you come
You're
from.
still equal. The equality part doesn't come from your race. The equality part comes from your ability, the ability that you have, or the opportunity that you have to be whatever you want to be. That's where the equality part comes. It has nothing to do with race. Look at Ben Carson. You know who Ben Carson is?
Isn't he?
He ran for president.
Yeah, president guy.
He's a black guy, ran for
Okay.
president. Really good guy. He grew up. He was born into a extremely poor family. All right. He grew up in the ghetto. He had nothing. He is one of the best brain surgeons in the world. He had nothing.
Okay.
All right. So I don't believe, I disagree with that race or social status has nothing to do with equality. The equality part is that you have the opportunity. You are given, you may have a hell of a hard time. You may have to work 500 times more harder than someone else to be as great as them or greater than them, but the opportunity is the same for you as it is for anyone else.
Just equal in the opportunities you can have, not equal in the path that it
That's
takes
right.
you on.
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly.
I guess if you're talking about that, then
and
yeah,
that is what the
sense.
Constitution guarantees everyone. It guarantees every man the opportunity, that they have the opportunity to do whatever they want. I can be the greatest mathematician in the world if I wanted to. I have the opportunity to do that. How much work will it take for me to do that? That's different. But I still have the opportunity to do that if I want to. If I, at the age of 40-something that I am now, if I want to go to college and become a doctor, I have that opportunity. I can still go to college and become a doctor if I want. I have the same opportunity now to be a doctor than someone that was born into a family that's millionaires. I have the same opportunity. How much easier or harder would it be for me? No, that's different. But the opportunity part is still the same. So that's what equality means. Equality does not mean that you can have a freaking chicken in your pot just because somebody else has a chicken in their pot and they work for that chicken. I work for my damn chicken. And you know what's funny is that I got chicken in that pot. I got chicken in the pot.
And there you have it, folks.
Yep,
This
that
is
was
how
it.
you bring a closing to an episode. All you have to do is get him riled up about something, and he'll rant about it. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care.
Bye.
And good
Hello, Miss Roy.
night. Good night.
Hello,
We're
Miss
stopping.
Little Roy. I
Stop
just
it.
wanted to say
We're
hi to
saying
Miss
good
Roy.
night. No, we're not.
I wanted to say hi to
Say
Miss
good night.
Roy.
No.
I'm gonna see them. I'm gonna see
You're
them
gonna
this
see
week.
them. You're gonna say hi to him then.
Yeah, I'm gonna see them this
I'm
week.
trying to end
Hi,
the
Miss
I
Roy.
just ended
Miss-
the episode perfectly.
Mrs. Roy. Hello. Love you guys. Have a safe trip home.
Bye.
By the dawn's early light.